You're not alone when this happens. You're sitting quietly, doing nothing special. And suddenly, your mind creates a scene, a full conversation, a future moment, an argument that hasn't happened yet. You're talking, they're reacting, you're winning, or losing. And for a few seconds, it feels real, too real. Then you snap back and realize none of it happened. But here's the strange part. You don't do this once. You do it again and again and again, different people, different situations, different outcomes. And somewhere deep inside, you've probably wondered, why does my brain keep doing this? Because this isn't random. This is not your mind being broken. This is your brain trying to protect you, in the only way it knows how. Your brain has one primary job, not happiness, not success, survival. And to survive, it needs to predict, constantly. Think about it. Before something happens in real life, your brain wants to simulate it first, so it creates scenarios. What if this happens? What if they say this? What if I fail? It's running rehearsals, over and over. Because from your brain's perspective, a situation imagined clearly enough is almost the same as a situation experienced. So when you replay conversations in your head, you're not wasting time, you're training. But here's where it goes wrong. Your brain doesn't just simulate reality, it exaggerates it. It creates worst-case scenarios, perfect conversations, dramatic outcomes. Because extreme situations are easier to prepare for. So instead of thinking, they might disagree, your brain jumps to, they'll reject me completely. Instead of imagining a normal conversation, it creates a perfect speech where you say everything right. And slowly, you get addicted to these internal worlds because inside your mind and you have control. In real life, you don't. That's why fake scenarios feel so powerful. Because they give you something reality doesn't always give: control, certainty, closure. But there's a hidden cost. The more time you spend in imagined conversations, the less comfortable you become in real ones. Because real life is messy. People interrupt. They react unexpectedly. They don't follow your script. And your brain doesn't like that. So it pulls you back inside, back into the place where everything makes sense. This is where overthinking begins. Not as a weakness, but as an overactive prediction system. Your brain is trying too hard, dear, to make sure nothing goes wrong. But in doing that, it creates anxiety about things that don't even exist. And here's the twist most people miss. People who imagine scenarios frequently are often highly aware, highly sensitive, highly observant. They notice details others ignore. They read tone, energy, subtle reactions. Their brain collects more data, which means it has more material to simulate, so it creates more scenarios. This is not stupidity. This is high cognitive activity without direction. But if it's not controlled, it becomes exhausting because your brain never stops. Even when nothing is happening, it keeps running. And that creates a feeling many people can't explain. Mental tiredness, without doing anything. Now here's the important part. You cannot stop your brain from creating scenarios. That's like trying to stop your heart from beating. But you can change how much you believe them. Because most of these scenarios are not predictions. They are possibilities. And your brain treats possibilities like they are already real. That's the mistake. The moment you start seeing them for what they are, just mental simulations, they lose power. You still imagine, but you don't get pulled inside as deeply. And slowly, real life becomes easier again. Because you stop trying to control every outcome before it even happens. And you start experiencing things as they are, not as your mind fears they might be. So next time your brain creates a full scene, pause for a second and ask yourself, is this happening, or is my brain just preparing me? Because most of the time it's just preparing, not predicting. And once you understand that, you stop fighting your mind and start understanding it.